Y'all, that water fast took me out. I mean, it took me out. Like, real talk. I've done a lot of water fasts, even my 30-day water fast. And what happened and came up for me on this 5-day water fast, I don't even know where to begin, but I'm going to start here, okay? To the waves, I'm a coast, to the flames, that's my bone. To the waves, I'm a coast, to the flames, that's my bone. Yeah. Hello, hey, hello. Hello, hey, hello. Hello, hey, hello. Hello, hey, hello.
What's good, y'all?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the Hood Alchemist here, bringing you the art of transformation infused with so much flavor and so much culture. That's right, y'all, flavor and culture. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bells on, and like this video so you can keep getting more healing and flavorful content from your girl. What's good, y'all? It's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks. I was gone. I did a water fast and it took me out. And I'm about to tell you all about it. Y'all, so the last video I posted was how to start a water fast. And I actually started a 5-day water fast when I posted that video. So I started the water fast with the intentions of breaking some habits that I've been a little too friendly with. You know, your girl was a little, don't tell nobody. But I was doing it a little too much. And so I was like, you know what? I need to stop. I also moved to another country. I've been living in Belize for a year now. This month, it'll be at the end of the month. I'll be living in another country for a year. And moving to another country, you know, my diet changed. My access to certain things changed. And a lot of mental and emotional stuff came up for me, to be honest. Moving to another country has been completely an emotional, mental, physical detox in so many ways. And so I've been wrestling with a lot of issues that I thought, you know, I had a handle on, but getting put into a new environment, getting put into like brand new territory made space for all the stuff that needed to come up. So me doing my 5-day water fast was kind of like everything just came to a head. I mean, it came to a head, y'all. I broke out in a rash, which what I learned is called the Keto Rash. And I'll post pictures because it got bad. Like, I didn't even want to shoot videos because I was just like, I'm so ugly. Oh my God, my skin. Like, I got blotches on my face because it's still healing. I don't know if you can really tell, but like, you can see the blotches and, oh man. And like, y'all, it was bad. It was bad, okay? 5 days with no food, none of my vices, nothing. But you know, it's been at least 2 weeks, so well, not 2 weeks, but it's been like a week since the fast is over. And I feel way lighter, way freer, but I really had to get through some stuff in order to get to this spot right here where I could sit here sounding so confident and happy talking to y'all. So in this video, I'm going to talk to y'all about water fasting and the ego. And I'm going to talk to y'all about really what the essence of that I want this channel to be in the first place. You know, if you look on my channel right now, there's a lot of water fasting videos, and that's because water fasting was a gateway for me. I didn't really know where to start. I mean, I sing, I write, I'm a shaman, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a certified doula. Like, there's so much stuff that I do, and I didn't really know like where to start. How do I like, you know, share my artistic? I just want to vlog and show everybody what it's like to live in a jungle side with my, hey, I really care about people's spirits and I care about people's healing, and I want people to be more comfortable in their bodies, and I want people to be more expressive in their truth and more authentic in the way that they live their lives. I didn't really know how to bring it all together, so I just started with water fasting because that was a story of mine that I've never really shared. I mean, to go 30 days without eating food and not really having the opportunity or the space to talk about it, I was like, you know what? YouTube is perfect for that. Let me post this story. And that video is doing great, by the way. So thank you to everybody who's watched it, liked it, commented, subscribed. Thank you so much. But this is somebody in here? Sorry, y'all. That was the... But this recent 5-day water fast that I did, it rocked my world. So I started the fast, and then 2 days into the fast, I started getting like a rash. Sorry, y'all. My cat just caught a gecko and she kind of threw me off. She like jumped up on my counter. She know I don't like it when she be on my counter. So I had to go in there and regulate. Like I was saying. So I did a 5-day water fast. And around day 2 of the fast, I was just feeling terrible. I mean, I got a fever and everything. I felt feverish. And I was weak. It was a lot of stuff coming up for me emotionally and mentally. Stuff in my personal life was just kind of taking, like, it was peaking. But, you know, when I talk about fasting in my videos, I always remind people that it is a spiritual practice. So even if you're just removing food from your diet, there are things that are going to come up for you on a spiritual level. Even looking at everything that's going on in the world right now, with the virus that's out, with people protesting, there is a spiritual root. We are in spiritual warfare. And fasting for me is a gateway and a tool to have a better discipline and access to my spiritual life, to my spiritual relationship with myself and with God. And so I wasn't surprised that all this stuff was coming up for me during the water fast, but I was just a little like, oh my gosh, like what in the world? And like I was saying, with me moving the past 2 years, I haven't really ate the best. When I did my 30-day water fast, I was pretty much vegetarian, vegan, very strict, just eating like very clean. And if I was eating junk, it was, you know, like bougie junk. Like, but coming here, I started eating a little more meat. You know, I started drinking Coke sometimes because they got this jungle Coke with real sugar cane. And I was just like, ooh, you know, I was having a little too much fun. And so when I did my fast, it's like my body didn't have the time to detox everything. And that is why it is very important to start your fast correctly. Watch my How to Start a Water Fast video. You need to prep for that because you have years and years and years and years and years of toxins just sitting in your body. And when your body doesn't have the space or it gets overwhelmed, it's just going to do whatever it wants with it. And so for me, it came out on my skin. And I got what people call a keto rash. And it essentially is there was too much acetone in my blood, in my sweat. And so whenever I would sweat, and I sweat a lot because I live in the jungle, sweating right now, it would just make me break out. I'm going to post pictures. But then it was also my liver. So my liver was overwhelmed with trying to process all the stuff. And because I was backed up in my intestines, it's like the toxins didn't have anywhere to go. And you know, when you start a water fast, at some point you really do stop pooping. So it's like all of that was just sitting in my body and it was coming out of my skin. So I pretty much had a skin like here, it was on my face, it was on my arms, it was on my stomach, my breast, it was everywhere, you guys. Like, I was tripping. I was like, I don't know what to do. Don't look at me. I didn't want to go outside. I was just sitting in the house naked in front of the fan, trying not to sweat. And after about a few days of that, I was like, I can't. So I got myself together with a combination of some natural stuff and having to use some stuff from the pharmacy because it was that bad. But that's just the physical aspect of it. Emotional aspect of it, my ego. Okay? Ego, y'all. Ego, 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 ego. Ego. Everything that you see happening in the world right now, everything that you see going on in the world right now is ego. It's years and years in history of collective ego and trauma coming up, needing to be healed, because that is where we are at right now. In order for us to move forward, in order for us to ascend, in order for you to be the best person you need to be, in order for me to be the best person that I need to be, we have to be our authentic selves. We have to be our honest selves. We have to be healed and whole. We have to be who we are outside of our trauma. In order to live outside of your trauma, you have to come face to face with your ego. What is ego? I'm going to do a whole series of videos about that because I don't really think this one video could name it all. But to me, ego is essentially the thing that separates you from the rest of the world. It separates you from your inner child. It separates you from your community. It separates you from your family. It separates you from God a lot of the times. You know, ego usually comes to us when we're younger and it's our protector. You know, if you're a person who was really sensitive as a child and you were in an environment where they told you, like, stop being so sensitive, stop crying all the time, stop expressing all the time, your ego comes in to protect you from that. So your ego stops you from expressing those feelings before somebody else can tell you to do it. Your ego comes in to kind of build a wall and a bridge, essentially, between you and the world. And a lot of times we get stuck behind our ego. And we don't recognize that our ego was birthed and given to us through trauma. It was given to us through survival. Your ego is not bad because it protected you. Your ego got you where it got you here. Like, it got you where you needed to be. It helped you to survive. But the thing is, we don't want to survive no more. Like, surviving is old. We want to thrive. We want to be whole. We want to be full. We want to live completely. We want to know all of ourselves. We want to be at home in our own bodies. We want to have authority over our energy, over our spirits. We want to be connected to our heart. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to surrender all of those fears, all of those illusions, all of that trauma. You have to be willing to step out of the past. And so when you're living in ego, you are literally living in a constant state of lack. That's one of my favorite quotes by Eckhart Tolle. To live in ego is to live in a constant state of lack. It means you're always looking around and finding what's wrong, what's not, seeing everything that should be or could be instead of focusing on what is. And for me, this last recent water fast that I did, which I'll post some before and after pictures because I know y'all like stuff like that. I mean, obviously my face might look a little smaller since my last video, smile for the camera. But for real, my ego. My ego was the thing. And if you're water fasting and you're wondering, like, why do I keep not being able to make it to the end? Why does all of this stuff keep coming up that I just can't seem to deal with? It's your ego. It's you still being afraid to face yourself. It's you being afraid to take the blame for how you are the reason that you are, for why your life doesn't look the way you want it to be. At some point, you have to admit that it's not fear and the demons that's holding on to you, but it's you holding on to the fear and to the demons. And this past water fast for me was I had to face myself. I had to face myself when it comes to poverty consciousness. I had to face myself when it comes to my relationships and codependency and using other people and other things to distract myself from sitting with myself. I had to face myself from all the ways in which I'm still choosing to hold on to old narratives and patterns instead of embracing my power because I'm afraid of myself. And all of that goes back to ego. All of that goes back to ego, y'all. So if you're doing a water fast, comment below. Let me know. Tell me, what do you even think about ego? What does ego mean to you? What is your connection to ego? How do you relate to that? I feel like this video is not about to be long because I just wanted to post to let y'all know that I was still out here, that I'm still on it. This week, I'm going to getting back on my schedule and posting more regular, keeping the content coming. But I will be shifting out of doing a lot of water fasting videos and going more into talking about spiritual stuff and cultural stuff and sharing the stuff that's really on my heart. I started this YouTube channel because I've overcome a lot, from suicide, from attempting to losing friends to suicide, sexual trauma, like fear. There's so much stuff. Like, I've completely changed and transformed the person that I am. And even just my art and my music, I want to share that. I want to put that healing frequency out into the world. And so I will be transitioning off of doing as much water fasting content, but it will still all be rooted in transformation, and it will still all be rooted in helping you overcome yourself. And helping you face yourself and helping you get to know yourself and be honest and authentic about who you are and who it is you need to be, all that you are and all that you are becoming, So I just did a 5-day water fast and it changed my life, y'all, because it really gave me the space. And I think it's also the collective energy that's happening. It gave me the space and time to be real with myself about if the way I am showing up and the way I am performing myself, like, am I really okay with that? Is it really good enough? Is it really worth it to still be miserable? To have my whole entire body break out in a rash, to see all of the ugliness on my skin in order for me to be able to face it in myself. That's what detoxing does. Detoxing brings up all of the ugliness, all of the gunk, the junk, all of the hidden stuff. And it forces you into a position to have to really face and reckon with that stuff. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to look yourself in the eye? Forget the system, forget all of that. Are you willing to look yourself in the mirror and be real with yourself about what no longer serves you? because that's what this time is for. That's what water fasting is for. That's what fasting in general is for. You know, like you facing yourself. And if you don't have the courage to do that, if you don't have the courage to not only look at yourself, but be willing to put the action in to make the changes and to shift yourself, then you don't even try it. Like, don't even do it. There's no point. Like, you might as well not. You know, like, just don't. So, you know, like, I'm probably going to cut the video short, to be honest, because I feel like I just said a lot. And, you know, I don't want to make it too long. But like I said, I'm so grateful to everybody who helped me get over 1,000 subscribers in only 3 weeks. And here we are almost 2 months later, and I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. I'm so thankful for everybody who has like found my channel and saw something in my energy and connected to that. I'm so grateful. Like, shout out to y'all tribe. You know, I'm gonna keep growing because I got stories to tell. I got wisdom to share. I got so much music and art and healing and love to put out into the world, and I'm going to put it out into the world, whether people want to hear it or not. So if you are one of those people who feel like you connect to me and resonate to me, what's popping? Welcome to the tribe. What's good, cousin? How are you? Be good to yourself. You are loved. You are light. You are so worthy. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of transformation. You are worthy of letting go of all of that old shit. I said it. Don't get mad at me, YouTube. That don't serve you. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Just let it be, y'all. But it's the Hood Alchemist, y'all. I'm back. 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 And I'm not going nowhere. So hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and let me know if you down for the tribe, y'all. Drop a sun emoji. Let me see a sun emoji if you rocking with the Hood Alchemist. And if you ready to transform your life completely and totally. If you ready to be grounded and rooted in your body, your breath, your blood, your bones. You know? I love y'all. For real. So yes, water fasting and ego go hand in hand, y'all. It all goes hand in hand. Like, so yes, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see y'all in the next video. Make sure you check out some of my older videos. And stay tuned for all the new, flavorful, healing content coming your way. It's the Hood Alchemist. It's your girl, the Hood Alchemist. Hey, it's your girl, the Hood Alchemist. It's your girl, the Hood. It's your girl, the Hood. It's your girl, the Hood. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. To the waves on the coast, to the flames.